Isaac and Rebekah yearned for a child. Their prayers ascended to the heavens, a symphony of longing and hope. God heard their pleas. He blessed them with twins, two lives intertwined within Rebekah's womb. Yet, even before their birth, a struggle had begun. The babies wrestled within her, a physical manifestation of the conflict that would define their lives. God revealed a prophecy to Rebekah. He spoke of two nations, two destinies, forever entwined yet forever separate. "Two nations are in your womb," he declared, "and two peoples from within you shall be divided. The one shall be stronger than the other, the older shall serve the younger." The weight of these words settled heavily upon Rebekah's heart. She carried the knowledge of their future, a future etched in prophecy and shadowed by conflict. The firstborn, Esau, emerged covered in a thick coat of red hair, a symbol of his rugged nature. He grew to be a skilled hunter, a man of the fields, wild and free. Jacob, the second son, possessed a gentler spirit. He preferred the quietude of the tents, finding solace in the company of his mother. One fateful day, Esau returned from the hunt, famished and depleted. The aroma of Jacob's stew filled the air, a tantalizing scent that awakened a primal hunger within him. "Quick!" Esau pleaded, his voice hoarse with desperation. "Let me have some of that red stew." In that moment of weakness, Jacob saw an opportunity. Jacob, ever the opportunist, saw a chance to seize what he believed was rightfully his. He saw Esau's desperation, his hunger clouding his judgment. "Sell me your birthright," Jacob demanded, his voice a low murmur, almost conspiratorial. Esau scoffed. The birthright, a sacred inheritance, seemed a small price to pay for the immediate gratification of his hunger. "Look, I am about to die," Esau retorted, his voice laced with exasperation. "What use is a birthright to me now?" Jacob pressed his advantage, demanding an oath. Esau, consumed by his immediate needs, readily agreed. He swore an oath, relinquishing his birthright for a bowl of stew and a few morsels of bread. Thus, a sacred legacy was traded for a fleeting moment of satisfaction. The aroma of lentil stew hung heavy in the air, a silent witness to the transaction that would forever alter the course of their lives. Years passed, and the prophecy loomed over the family like a dark cloud. Isaac, his eyesight failing, prepared to bestow his final blessing upon his eldest son, Esau. He called for Esau, requesting a final hunt, a final meal before the passing of the patriarchal blessing. Rebekah, however, overheard the conversation. Her heart, torn between her love for her sons and her conviction in God's prophecy, leaned towards deception. She summoned Jacob, whispering a plan, a web of deceit designed to secure the blessing for her favored son. "My son," she urged, her voice a mix of urgency and apprehension, "obey my voice. Go to the flock and bring me 2 good kids, so that I may prepare from them delicious food for your father such as he loves." Jacob hesitated. "But my brother Esau is a hairy man and I am a smooth man," he protested, his voice laced with fear and uncertainty. Rebekah, her resolve hardening, brushed aside his concerns. "My son, let your curse be on me," she declared, her voice trembling with a mother's fierce determination. "Only obey my voice and go. Bring them to me." Jacob, disguised in Esau's garments and the scent of the fields, stood before his blind father. Isaac, his senses dulled by age, reached out, his hands trembling. He felt the rough texture of the garments, smelled the familiar scent of the hunt, and believed it was Esau standing before him. He bestowed his blessing, a blessing meant for the firstborn, upon Jacob. Esau returned, his heart filled with anticipation, only to be met with a devastating truth. "Who are you?" Isaac trembled, his voice a mixture of confusion and dread. "I am your son, your firstborn, Esau," came the reply, thick with shock and disbelief. The weight of the deception crushed Isaac. "Your brother came deceitfully, and he has taken away your blessing," he confessed, his voice heavy with sorrow. Esau cried out with an exceeding great and bitter cry, the sound of his anguish echoing through the house. "Bless me, even me also, O my father," he pleaded, his voice raw with anguish. But the blessing once given could not be revoked. Esau was left with nothing but the bitter taste of betrayal, the knowledge that his birthright, his blessing, had been stolen. In the story of Jacob and Esau, we see how God works through even the most broken relationships to fulfill his promises. Despite the discord and betrayal, God's plan for their lives was ultimately fulfilled. Reflect on your own relationships and consider how, even in the midst of conflict, there is a greater purpose at work. Trust in God's promises and his ability to bring about his will, no matter the circumstances. As the dust settled on the bitter betrayal, time began to weave its intricate tapestry. Jacob, burdened with the weight of his deceit, fled from his home. In his journey, he encountered divine revelations, moments where the heavens opened up, and he saw the ladder reaching from earth to heaven with angels ascending and descending. Esau, though wounded deeply, found a path of his own. The bitterness in his heart was a crucible that would eventually forge a spirit of resilience and strength. Their paths, though divergent, were both under the sovereign guidance of a higher power. Years later, when the brothers finally met again, it was not with swords drawn, but with tears of reconciliation. Jacob, now a changed man, bowed before Esau, offering gifts and seeking forgiveness. Esau, having found peace within himself, embraced his brother, and their relationship was restored. This tale, rich with human frailty and divine intervention, reminds us that even in our darkest moments there is a greater purpose at play. The story of Jacob and Esau is a testament to the transformative power of God's promises, a beacon of hope that shines through the murkiness of human conflict. So let us reflect on our own lives and relationships. Trust in the divine plan, even when it is obscured by the fog of discord and betrayal. For in the grand tapestry of existence, every thread, no matter how tangled, has its place in the ultimate design. We hope this story touched your ear. If it resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a moment of our journey through the scriptures. God bless you.